All right, in this video, what I'm going to show you, this is going to be part 2 of showing you how to do certain things in your Google how-to PowerPoint presentations. In this particular video, what I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to continue with actually showing you guys some different ways of adding pictures to your presentation. I do want you to have as many pictures as possible. Okay, so if there's a step involved, I want you to try to come up with some kind of picture that kind of represents what that step is. And I don't want it in the background. I want it on the actual slide itself. So if I wanted to put a picture, you can say, like this slide here is about mixing things together. This would be my step 2. To get a picture, I could go to Google. I can go ahead and search for an image, and I just put in mixing bowl up here on top. And I found some different things. Okay, so here's one that I kind of wanted to use, but I did have an issue with it trying to copy this or save this. I showed you last time that what you can do is the easiest way is to just go ahead and copy that image and then take it back to your presentation and paste it. That usually will paste in there. And there it is. And that's probably the easiest way of doing it. But say I wanted to save this image. Say I wanted to keep it on my computer. I could also go here and then hit Save Image. But there's an issue. Notice that what it says, Save As Type, it says WEBP file. Basically what that means, it's a web-based file. And so that's really not saving the image itself. It's saving the website where that picture is stored. So it's really not going to help me. I don't really want that. So when you're finding an image, you'd have to find an image that allows you to save the picture. Let's see if this one will work. So we'll save image. You want it to say JPEG. You can see what it says there, JPEG, JPEG image, or PNG file is another one that's also will work. And then you can go ahead and just save it in your downloads. And then click that. And then when you come back here, you'll have access to that picture whenever you need it. So I can go ahead and go to Insert Image. You're going to upload it from your computer. And here it is here. I'm going to click that. And then I can put it in there. That's another way of getting the image in there. A lot of times you might have to do things like this if you say sent a picture to your email. So say you were taking pictures of yourself, actually doing the process of whatever it is that you're doing, and you want to use the pictures that you found or took on your computer, or I should say on your phones. So you can always go to your send a picture to your email. Let's see if I have any here. Okay, so if I wanted to go to my email and I say I took a picture that I wanted on my cell phone and I wanted to then use that image. Okay, so here's a picture of me. What I would have to do, sometimes you can go ahead and right click on here and copy it, but other times it won't let you. So you can, open it different ways. You can click on it to open it. Sometimes that'll allow you to do it. But if it doesn't, you can add it to your drive, and you can add it from your drive then. Or you can click download here. If you click download, that will again go to your downloads. Let's go ahead and click save. Then you can go back to your PowerPoint, and then you should be able to go to insert image from your computer, and there's that download, and I can put that in there. So that's another way of getting a picture into your slideshow presentation. So if you have an image on your phone, you can send that image to your school email account, and then from your school email account you can download it onto your Chromebooks, and then from there you can insert it onto your presentation. So those are a couple different ways. There are lots of other ways you probably could still do things if you needed to get to things. If you have pictures on a flash drive, you can always open up a flash drive and try to get pictures that way, just copying the image, pasting the image, and things like that. If you are having difficulty or you need help with this, one way or another, trying to get a picture on, by all means, make sure you send me an email, and I will gladly get in touch with you, and we'll get together, and I'll help you do that. All right, so now another thing I wanted to kind of work on or show you guys today is how to do backgrounds. Backgrounds is another thing that's kind of goes with any kind of PowerPoint that you're doing, especially in Google Slides. When you're doing them, you want to do some kind of background. Basically, I'll start here on the first slide, and I'm going to just click on this background right up here on top. Once you click on the slide, you should see that. Now notice that when I click on something in here, background's not on there. So if I'm on my words in here like this on the slide, you don't see backgrounds along the top. So all I have to do is kind of click off of that box, and then there's backgrounds again. So I'm going to go ahead and click change backgrounds. And the first thing I'm going to show you, the easiest way to do any kind of background, you can just go ahead and basically change, like, say, the color. Okay, so say I wanted to change the color, and click that, put that in there, and done. I'd be done with it. I like something else, though, when you're doing colors. If you're doing colors, I would at least say do the gradient fill. I like to give it a little bit of variety. So again, if I'm using that yellow color, if I click on it, you'll notice that it's kind of a little bit lighter in the middle. And I can actually adjust that. If I go here, I can customize it. And then say I want this to be a little more white. I can click that there. And then you can kind of see how that stands out a little bit in the preview there. You can also change it to a linear. So maybe I want two colors. Maybe I want the white in the middle. And I can add another color, and I want this side to be yellow and the white, so I'm going to put two whites in the middle. So I'm going to add another one, put one there, so it kind of makes that center look a little bit lighter. And you can move them together however you want. And you can kind of play around with that as you go. You can do that. You can do it 45 degrees. You can, do different things with it if you want. It's up to you how you do it. Okay. So, but I kind of like the gradient fills. And obviously you can maybe choose if you wanted to do like pirate colors, you can do that. So there's our Southeast colors. If you want to do something like that, you could do that. Anyway, so that's how you would do a background with colors. Now, what if I wanted to show a background with a picture background? Do the same thing. Click on that background. Then it says choose an image. So now you can get images in lots of different places. So just like when we're uploading pictures and things like that to our Google Classroom, it gives you that same menu. Basically, you can insert things from an upload. So say you had something on your computer that you wanted to put in there. So say I wanted that image, maybe an image of something I may have downloaded. Let's see what I have. I'll go to my picture share. See if I have something. Oh, here, how about I just do the snowman? Okay, I can add that and click done, and then that snowman becomes my background. I can't move it or anything. It's kind of fixed to the background, and that's what it would be. So that's one way of adding an image. Another way of adding an image, and which a lot of you might do, is you can choose an image, and then maybe you want to search the internet. And you can just click Google image search right there, and you can go ahead and search maybe you want a picture of the cookies you are making. So you can kind of be specific, pick out the ones that you wanted to do. I'm going to do this one here. I'm going to insert that, click done, and then that becomes my background. But notice what happens to my words. Look how hard it is to read those words. So sometimes you got to be careful. If your content is important, like this on this page especially, you want to make sure that you're able to see the lettering behind it. You can also do some different things. And let's see if I can figure this out. Maybe it's in. I guess you can't do that. I thought there was a way maybe to lighten it up. Yeah, it doesn't really say that. I thought there was a way that you could lighten it up, but I guess there isn't. So anyway, so you want to make sure that you pick an image that's not going to hide your lettering or your wording. You want something that kind of allows you to see everything pretty clearly. So like on this page, I might not want to have such a busy background. I would probably want more of something that I could read a little bit easier. The first slide is probably one that's good to have some kind of an image for your background. The second slide, you might want to use more colors or gradient fills. All right, so that's basically how you would add a background. You can play around with it and add different things. There's other ways of doing it, and I really want you to try to avoid using the themes. There's all kinds of different themes that you can pick, but I really don't want you to use the themes. If you're doing a presentation for for one of your teachers or something like that, that's an easy way to put backgrounds in. But for this particular slideshow presentation, I would like you to come up with either a color background or a picture background for your slides. All right. Okay, so that's part 2 of our how-to presentation, and then later this week I'll put another video up there on how to add some animations.